book that I've been meaning to review for the past month or two because I'm trying to do this Mara Books read-along thing, and I'm just gonna call it laid back about it because I'm running it by myself, and I'm thankful to every person who has joined the Goodreads group and has participated in all of the conversations. But let's talk about this book. The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin is a young adult paranormal. It's hard to nail this one down because it does have like some psychological paranormal kind of stuff going on, but then it also has some like contemporary feel to it with her relationships with her family members and her friends and going to school and things like that. The beginning of the book starts with her going to this haunted insane asylum with her friends. The building collapses and she is the only one who survives. She wakes up and she's like, hey, where are my friends at? And her person, whoever is there, I think her mom seems to be always there when she wakes up, but is like, hey, you're kind of the only person who survived this. Do you remember anything about it? And so throughout the book, she's remembering everything, and as the title would suggest, she's kind of not the perfect person, and she is kind of falling apart, really. There's a lot of psychological stuff going on. She is learning about whatever is going on with her because there is, like I said, the paranormal aspect of it. There's like this weird, like, is this really happening to me? She thinks that she's seeing ghosts, and she's wondering if it has to do with the meds, and she's going to see a psychiatrist and all this other stuff. And so there's that whole idea of, is she really seeing things? And so that's kind of the thing throughout the series, but definitely in this book you're like, huh? And by the end of this book you're probably one of those people who either thinks she's either crazy or she's really seeing things and she's got something going on with her, and as well as Noah, who is the dude in this novel. It has that feel of them being very like, nope, we're not getting together, no, this other person is terrible and mean and crazy, and here's what I've heard about him, and it's terrible. I enjoyed this book very much, especially with the relationship between Mara and her brother, both brothers, and her younger brother is adorable, and with her and her mom, and all the trippiness and everything. I'm going to talk about some spoilery things for a little bit, so if you don't want to hear spoilers about this book, click away. It's time to click away now. Did she collapse the building? Didn't she? Who knows? Everything with freaking Jude. That's heavy stuff right there, because we learned that she was very close to getting sexually assaulted or whatever it was, and she basically, her self-defense was bringing down the house, literally. And so that was pretty hard. Her brother, her younger brother getting kidnapped, Joseph, oh my gosh, I was like, nope, nope, no, this is not okay. You do not steal the children. It's not good. He was adorable. She just makes you feel like you know Joseph, and then he gets kidnapped or whatever, and Noah's like, okay, let's go find this kid because I can do whatever Noah knows how to do. The fact that there are parts that are very self-aware, like there's a part where Mara's like, I know that I'm falling for this guy. She's kind of compromising her stance on some things, and she's just kind of like, I know this is problematic. I know what I'm doing. It happens in books and we're just like, why are you doing this? Why is your character doing this? And it's like, hey, that's real. That's happened to me in life. But in this one, she's like, hey, guess what? I am aware that this is a problem. And so I was really glad of that. That was really nice to put in there, to be like, hey, sometimes we do some stuff that is stupid for somebody that we like, even just a little bit. Because she, let's be real, she doesn't know Noah all that much. We learn more and more about him as the series progresses, but even by the end of this novel, we don't know that much about him. We know a good bit, but we don't know everything. So all in all, this is a really fun read. I read it all in one afternoon into evening. I basically finished it at like 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It was just so riveting and so good, and it's so well paced, and you've got all the creepy trippiness stuff in there, and then you've got the little bit of romance stuff in there, and then you've got the paranormal and the voodoo doctor dude and all the crazy stuff. and the awesome family relationships, or well-written relationships. I wouldn't say they're perfect or anything like that, but just really good. I like this so much. I need more people to read this series because I just like the way she writes. I just do, because she's just like, this is what this is, and let's go for it, because I feel like this talks about mental illness and whatnot. This whole series talks about mental illness really, really well, and whatnot, even though, you know, Michelle Hodkin is not like a psychological or psychologist or anything like that, but she just writes it really well, and writes it very realistically, even though she's going through some things, like Mara Dyer is going through some things that are like a lot crazier, but, you know, just how real is it? And, I like it. I really like this book. So if you get a chance to pick up The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin, it's fantastic and brilliant. So I hope you guys go read this. Have a great day and keep reading.